Whether we like to admit it or not, we have speaking privileges that we give people. You know, when you're in your mood or in your mode of doing what you're supposed to be doing or doing what is important to you, when somebody is trying to speak to you, you will give off nonverbal signals that, hey, don't bother me. Like whenever you're walking past someone in the hallway, you may be inclined to do one of these or even one of these to act as though you're on a phone call that does not exist. There's a lot of people that are walking past us and they're giving us so many opportunities to be able to help them or for them to help us. We act as though we don't need help when we really do. But we keep ignoring them, going about our day and making it all about us. This life that we have to live is more than about us. It's more about others than it is about us. I remember reading this book, The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren, and that was one of the themes in the book that changed my life forever. But we also have to be conscious of the words that we use when we engage with people. When someone says something that we don't like, automatically we want to come back, and when they give us venom, we want to give them more venom. We want to spit it right back at them just the way that they gave it to us. But the book of Proverbs is very clear on word choice. It talks so much. Solomon, when he wrote it with words and wise instruction. And one of the biggest themes in Proverbs is words. Words are so important. And Proverbs 16:24 says, gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and and healing to the bones. It's so important for us to know when we're using those words, when we're trying to control a situation by, saying, I don't really feel like being bothered. I got some work to do. Consider the fact that we have the honeycomb inside of us, the words that we use. We can give that sweetness to the soul. It can soothe somebody. Somebody can have heard or witnessed the most horrific thing. They could have witnessed the death of a loved one by murder or just by natural causes, and they're traumatized by what they saw. But they're waiting for that honeycomb that's inside of us. Those words, the healing that we can provide to people is amazing. It's magnificent. But we won't let it out because I got something I have to do. I'm dealing with my own issues. Let them deal with their own. You know how we can do. And this is not to beat anybody up. We all have been guilty of doing that at a time or another, myself included, where it's like, man, I'm in my own world. I have my own issues. But we have to get outside of that, realizing that the life that we're living is greater than us. It's not about us, and it's all about him. And if he is using us in this moment to be able to provide healing or sweetness or soothing to somebody who's hurting, we got to be up to the task. And don't worry if you miss the opportunity. There'll be plenty of others. There is always an opportunity. As long as you are living and moving amongst and around people or interacting with people, even if it's virtually, as I'm doing right now, you're going to reach somebody, and somebody's going to reach out to you and give you that opportunity. But when opportunity knocks, will you open the door? It's time for us to do that and stop giving people these speaking privileges where we're controlling when they speak to us and when they don't. Because if we give off those nonverbals like we're closed for business, they'll never open up to us and give us or allow us to take advantage of the opportunity that's sitting before us to be able to help them and heal them with those words. So let us be a healing to somebody and help them, not shut them off.